Good evening and welcome to Ignite News on 6 at 6. It's Monday, December 22nd, 2025. I'm Rihanna Nekram. Thanks for joining us. Here are the headlines. ExxonMobil's Hammerhead Field Development has been issued a petroleum production license, paving way for Ghana's 7th offshore oil project. Labour Minister Kieran Griffith launches youth-focused community outreach in East Ruimveldt. 246 women graduate from business mentorship programs, gaining skills and guidance to grow their enterprises. And Pollard stars as Trinbago Knight Riders claim 2025 CPL title with thrilling win over Guyana. The government of Ghana has approved the Hammerhead Field Development Plan and issued a petroleum production license, giving ExxonMobil and its partners a green light for the country's 7th offshore oil project in the Stabroek Block. Hammerhead, discovered in 2018, represents a US $6.8 billion investment and is expected to begin production by 2029. The project will use a MODEC-built FPSO and includes 18 wells with an estimated recovery of 445 million barrels of oil. Peak output is projected at 150,000 barrels per day, taking Ghana's total offshore capacity to about 1.5 million barrels daily by mid-2029. The license features tougher oversight, stronger environmental safeguards, and compliance with Ghana's 2025 Oil Pollution Act. ExxonMobil says Hammerhead will create jobs, boost local suppliers, and expand long-term investment. Since 2019, ExxonMobil and contractors have spent nearly US $3 billion with Guyanese businesses and now employ about 6,200 locals, or 70% of the workforce. Ghana's housing drive is picking up pace, with ministers touring two flagship projects, Silica City and the Yarrow Carver Homestead project along the Soesdijk-Linden Highway. Housing Minister Colin Cole inspected 110 houses under construction at Silica City, stressing strict quality control and noting strong demand for elevated house designs. Allocations have already begun, with agreements of sale soon to follow. Minister Vanessa Ben, new to the housing portfolio, underscored her focus on sustainable development, linking forestry, housing, and greening construction spaces. At Yarrow Carver, 24 prefabricated homes costing $6.5 million each have been handed over, part of President Ali's $6 billion initiative to deliver 500 sustainable homes. These prioritize single mothers and women-led households. The project also blends housing with agriculture and renewable energy, using solar systems and shade houses to support food security. Together, Silica City and Yarrow Carver reflect the government's wider vision, building affordable homes while creating sustainable, future-ready communities. Vendors in Georgetown are welcoming the government's newly announced city revival plan, saying it will bring long-awaited improvements to the historic border market. Unveiled last week by President Dr. Irfan Ali, the plan aims to transform the capital into a modern, sustainable garden city while preserving its cultural and commercial heritage. At Border, one of Georgetown's busiest markets, vendors say the upgrades will mean a cleaner, safer, and more attractive space for both sellers and shoppers. Many believe better drainage and infrastructure will not only ease daily operations, but also draw more customers.
Because this market is for years. Then the rain fall, the place so all the market do, but only this market. Anywhere else you can go, Parika and all me from over the river, all the market do up nice. Only here. When rain fall, we can't sell your place so. Okay. Everybody is soaking it.
The whole big market indeed need to establish more better because it's a very long time it be like they say so, and this environment is very bad what we are selling in. If you look and see the grounds, the roof when rain fall, the roof have a lot of holes, and so we need good upliftment, good spirit for big market entirely. That years ago that people could come back to this market. Right now people is hardly come here because if rain fall, we will flood up with water. When the tide come, we will be accustomed to when the tide come, we have water in the place. So when the tide go out, the water go out. But like when the rain fall now, we have a lot of water. We gotta open it for it get to go out, and so the place need upgrading a lot. For we vendors, we appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm glad that the government can do something more better and how are we there here, right? It's more better for we health. Everybody was selling here. You understand? Because this day in the midst of the smell what happened, right? And it's really difficult for we how are we there.
The lane is full of water when the rain falls, meaning that they got drainage problem. So what I would like you have to do is like clean up the drain and concrete inside the lane them so that the water wouldn't be lodging inside the drain. Well, everybody would be beneficial to the new planning about the market. Yeah, that would actually be nice for everybody because sometimes the goods actually just be wet up most of the time when the rain do fall.
With border market at the heart of daily life for thousands, vendors say the city revival plan is about more than restoring buildings. It's about safeguarding a tradition of commerce that has served Georgetown for generations. The Minister of Labor and Manpower Planning has launched a series of community outreaches, starting in East Ruimveldt, Georgetown. The initiative, led by newly appointed Minister Keoma Griffith, focuses on youth empowerment and support. Griffith, who grew up in East Ruimveldt, met with residents over the weekend and said he was proud to bring transformative services back to his home community.
We're in Self-Help Square. This is where it all started, right here at this shop. I lived here for a very, very long time, so I'm happy to start here in this community. Traditionally, this community has, went in one direction, but I'm hoping to bring valuable transformation that the people in this community can see and appreciate.
Residents welcome the efforts, stressing that the community's young people need this kind of assistance.
It's a good idea, it's a good initiative, right? I think it's great he's here in connection with, I wish more young people were out here today to meet him, seeing that he's the Minister of Labor and Manpower, right? Because I think our young people really need the help, right? And as a resident, I think he's doing a great job here, being here today.
To be honest, since growing up, I never seen no other minister came to the area and do such a outreach. So now that Keoma is in office, he's from Ruimveldt, and this is a good initiative he's starting here. I'm very much proud of it.
Residents were also reminded to make use of the Labor Ministry's online job bank, where they can upload CVs and qualifications to connect directly with employers at no cost. When returned, hundreds of women are gaining business and technical skills. Plus, a look at the new training opportunities in Region 6 and how brand Ghana products are set to make their mark across the Caribbean.
Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive!
Welcome back. 246 Guyanese women entrepreneurs are now better equipped to grow their businesses. The women graduated on Friday from two major programs, the Road to Growth Initiative and the Bankability Fund for Women Mentorship Program. 200 received certificates from Road to Growth, while 46 completed the mentorship program. The initiatives are supported by Action Invest Caribbean, the Sherry Blair Foundation, ExxonMobil Foundation, IDB Lab, the Small Business Bureau, and the Ghana Manufacturing and Services Association. Graduate Abigail John of Proper Local Wines told Ignite News that her best takeaway from the program was discipline.
I have grounded myself in self-discipline where I achieve weekly goals and I've seen growth through that discipline with my business. I'm now able to document stuff and it has brought about significant growth.
Another graduate, Ruth Esban, said it was a privilege being a part of the program as it provided an opportunity for extended learning.
I had a great coach. Miss Deborah, she did an excellent job, and a lot of things I weren't au fait of, I was able to know. And like, for example, business is not just about business, but also self-care. And the course really helped me to take care of myself much better and not just running after the dollars. And Miss Deborah really helped me a great lot, and there's one thing I put into practice, taking care of myself.
British High Commissioner Jane Miller delivered a keynote address at the Theatre Guild, urging graduates to be bold, courageous, and to build diverse networks. She also encouraged them to embrace change in the business world. Chief Projects Officer of Action Invest Caribbean Inc., Amrita Narayan, said to date, more than 600 have graduated with critical business skills under the initiative. Founder of the Sherry Blair Foundation for Women, Sherry Blair, delivering remarks virtually, said women entrepreneurs are leading the charge globally in terms of innovation and visibility support, in areas where opportunities were non-existent in times past. The following day, there was another graduation in Region 6. 92 participants, most of them women, have completed specialized training to prepare for jobs in Ghana's growing service industry. The program, offered by Humanitarian Mission Ghana Incorporated of Port Morant, trained participants in nail and makeup artistry, decorative cake design, and information technology. The mission's goal is to provide communities with practical skills that support sustainable livelihoods. Delivering the feature address at Saturday's graduation, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa stressed the importance of technical education.
We have seen an upsurge in education, technical education, in ensuring that people now are given a second chance or more chances in life. In a world that is rushing towards automation and artificial intelligence, human touch and creativity matter more than ever. A computer cannot style hair with soul. It cannot decorate a cake with love. It cannot print intricate design on a single fingernail or match the perfect foundation shade to bring out someone's natural glow. And even in IT, it is a human being who imagines, repairs, and supports the system we all rely on.
He noted the training gives participants not only personal growth, but also the chance to contribute to national development. Founder of the mission, Suresh Sugram, urged graduates to embrace the future with confidence.
Step forward boldly, knowing that you carry within you the power to lead, to uplift, and to transform. Congratulations to class of September 2025.
With initiatives like these, Humanitarian Mission Ghana says it is helping to break cycles of poverty while creating lasting opportunities through skills, training, and empowerment. Discussions are set to begin on expanding the brand Ghana Gondola into Massy stores across the Caribbean. The announcement came Saturday from the Ghana Office for Investment, Go Invest, following the gondola's successful launch at Massy Mega, Turkine. The initiative, led by Go Invest with support from the Ghana Marketing Corporation and the Ghana National Bureau of Standards, aims to bring Guyanese products to markets in Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Jamaica, and beyond. The gondola is now a prominent feature at Massy stores in Turkine and Providence, showcasing more than 20 GNBS certified items. These include artisanal cream liqueurs, traditional sweets, cassava products, pepper sauces, and fruit wines. Chief Investment Officer Dr. Peter Ramsaroop says the overwhelming response reflects the growing recognition of Guyanese products both at home and across the Caribbean. The expansion is expected to boost regional trade, strengthen CARICOM ties, and create greater opportunities for local manufacturers and agro-processors. Police are investigating a fatal accident that occurred early Sunday morning at Hillfoot on the Soos-Dyke-Linden Highway. The crash claimed the life of the driver of motorcar PLL 7365, whose identity has not yet been confirmed. Reports indicate that around 2 a.m., the car collided with motor lorry GAE 5944, driven by 61-year-old Surain Lachman of Soos-Dyke. Lachman told investigators he was heading west along the highway when he saw two white lights approaching in his lane at a fast rate. He said he braked and swerved left to avoid a collision, but the car struck the front of his lorry. The driver of the car was pronounced dead at the scene. Two other occupants of the car sustained injuries and were rushed to the Diamond Regional Hospital for treatment. Police say investigations are ongoing. When we come back, Guyana prepares to host the Inter-Ghana Games. Pollard powers the Night Riders to CPL Glory in Providence. And Quinton Leacock makes a big return for South Africa. Your sports news after the break.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
You're watching Night News on 6 at 6. Thanks for staying with us. We begin with Ghana's preparations to host the Inter-Ghana Games this December. Following a trilateral meeting on September 19th among Guyana, French Guiana, and Suriname, Director of Sports Steve Ninbal expressed satisfaction with the discussions and confirmed Guyana's readiness to host the Inter-Ghana Games (IGG) in December. A key outcome of the meeting was the clarification of age requirements for the 2025 edition of the Games, which will be held from December 5th to 7th. Athletes must be between 14 and 18 years old to participate. Ninval also highlighted enthusiasm for the IGG among all three nations, noting Suriname's strong commitment under its new Minister of Sport. The delegations further agreed to allow their respective federations additional time to decide on the sports disciplines to be included. A follow-up virtual meeting of the organizing committee is scheduled for September 24th to address outstanding matters. Kieran Pollard rolled back the years at Providence last night, leading the Trinbago Knight Riders to a 3-wicket win over the Ghana Amazon Warriors to claim the 2025 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League title. Batting first, Ghana never settled and closed on 130 for 8. Mel McDermott made 28, Iftikhar made 30, and Dwayne Pretorius 25, but the innings lacked fluency. TKR bowling kept them in line. Saurabh Netravalkar struck with 3 for 25, while Keel Hussain kept things tight with 2 for 26. Trinbago's chase started briskly through Colin Monroe and Alex Hales before wickets stumbled and the match tilted back to Ghana. Then, Pollard strolled in. His 21 from 12 balls included 3 huge sixes that silenced the home crowd. In the field, he was just as commanding, pulling off 3 superb catches, including a run and grab to dismiss Shea Hope that turned the game. Even as Imran Tahir bagged 3 wickets and Shamar Joseph bowled with fire, the damage was done. Akil Hussain sealed victory with an unbeaten 16 from 7 balls, earning man of the match honors. But the night belonged to Pollard, power hitting, spectacular fielding, and leadership that lit up Providence. For Ghana, heartbreak again. 7 finals lost in 8 attempts. For Trinbago, a record-extending 5th CPL crown. Quinton de Kock has reversed his one-day international retirement and been recalled to South Africa's squad for next month's ODIs and T20s against Pakistan. The 32-year-old stepped away from ODIs after the 2023 World Cup in India and last played for the Proteas in the 2024 T20 World Cup final. While he never formally retired from T20s, he was left without a central contract in 2024 after already ending his Test career in 2021. De Kock's return is seen as a major boost ahead of the 2026 T20 World Cup in India and Sri Lanka and the 2027 ODI World Cup, which South Africa will co-host. His comeback also comes as international cricket faces growing competition from franchise leagues, which recently led to Heinrich Klaasen's retirement. Coach Shukri Conrad welcomed de Kock's decision, saying his quality and ambition remain vital for the Proteas. Still ahead, CARICOM leaders take the region's voice to the United Nations. Tech giants push back against a $100,000 US visa fee, and NATO confronts Russia over fresh airspace violations. Welcome back. CARICOM intends to have a strong presence at the 80th United Nations General Assembly, where regional leaders are pressing priorities on climate, health, and Haiti. During the General Assembly in New York, running September 20th to 29th, Secretary General Dr. Carl Barnett and Assistant Secretary General Elizabeth Solomon will lead the delegation, advancing regional priorities on climate action, sustainable development, peace building, and global health. Heads of government will address the general debate from September 23rd to 27th, with Suriname speaking first for the community. CARICOM will also mark the UN's 80th anniversary, and Dr. Barnett will take part in events on financing development, climate mobility, and health. CARICOM's leadership on Haiti will be spotlighted in a dedicated roundtable led by Solomon, who will also represent the region at the Atlantic Council Global Citizen Awards. Foreign ministers will engage in several high-level forums and convene the 24th Special Council for Foreign and Community Relations meeting on September 22nd. In international news, President Donald Trump's new $100,000 visa fee for foreign workers is drawing sharp criticism from the U.S. technology sector. The White House announced late Friday that companies will be charged a one-time fee for H-1B visas, which are widely used by tech giants like Amazon, Microsoft, and Meta to hire skilled workers from abroad. The rollout caused confusion, with some fearing the charges would be annual and apply to current visa holders before the White House clarified otherwise. Industry leaders warned the move could add millions in costs, hitting startups hardest and fueling a potential brain drain. Former Twitter executive Esther Crawford said high-skilled immigrants don't take from America, they build with it. The sudden announcement also caused chaos at airports as workers scrambled to adjust travel plans. AI expert Andrew Enger said the uncertainty could drive talent away from the U.S., while some executives, including IBM's Gary Kahn and Netflix Reed Hastings, voiced support. Others predict the companies may shift more jobs to India or Canada. Finally, this evening, NATO allies are accusing Russia of violating the alliance's airspace in Estonia and Poland, actions that Britain warned could risk triggering an armed conflict. At the UN Security Council meeting today, UK Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper said NATO remains defensive, but it is ready to protect its skies and territory.
We are vigilant and we are resolute. And if we need to confront planes that are operating in NATO airspace without permission, then we will do so. The United Kingdom stands by our friends. We are unwavering in our support for the principles of the UN Charter, for our NATO allies, and for Ukraine. And we are committed to increasing the pressure on Russia until it ends its illegal war against Ukraine, ceases its reckless acts, and respects the sovereignty of other states.
Estonia reported 3 Russian MiG-31 fighter jets entered its airspace on Friday for 12 minutes before being forced out. That incident came just a week after more than 20 Russian drones crossed into Polish airspace, some shot down by NATO jets. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas and other Western ministers told the Council the incursions were no accident. Ukraine's foreign minister urged a strong response, saying threats should be neutralized immediately.
Weak or late responses will only encourage further aggression. Europe is not at war with Russia, but Russia is at war with Europe. And the only way to safeguard peace is to respond with strength and unity.
The United States' new UN envoy, Michael Waltz, echoed that commitment, saying NATO will defend every inch of its territory. But Russia's deputy ambassador dismissed the claims as baseless, accusing the West of political theater. And that's all for this edition of Ignite News on 6 at 6. For more stories, visit ignitenews.com or follow us on social media. Thanks for watching. I'm Rihanna Nikram. See you tomorrow for more Ignite News.